take some money from the economy and put it into my bank account, because that's what we like to do, especially when we lose on a Thursday. The weekend's a write-off. Unfortunately, we lost. Penrith did a clean sweep on us. Jersey flag again faded out, but looked really good, as they have done in many games, which is what it's all about. It's just about getting them to play 80 minutes. Just putting this out there because there will be a review coming probably tonight. I'm not sure if I'll just do the review and put it out there as a video, or if I'll go live and do a live review. Just depends on how long I'm out here today working, and also what I've got to do tonight. I won't be answering any messages right now, guys, but g'day to anyone who jumps on and says hello. Definitely want to do this review in what I consider to be a very important game in the season. Not as far as having to win that game. I felt we won lots of things on the night, and the 2 points probably wasn't as critical for us as it was for the Panthers, and that was definitely seen in the way they went about their business. I've never seen Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary as animated and as in the ear of the referee the way they were in that match. The desperation was next level from the Panthers. I think Brian To'o, they obviously knew he was physically damaged in the game. His first carries, he was hit hard, and then he found it hard to make those tackle busts and meters. He kept going, and he was very important to their success defensively. I won't get too much into it, but I will say that all those youngsters Penrith have been blooding all season all come together and had their best game collectively, especially in that back line, and they should be very proud of themselves. And the Bulldogs should be proud of themselves as well, because I think the lessons we learned out of that match were a lot more than what Penrith learnt. I think all that Penrith learnt from that match was the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs are the real deal, that they're going to be the hardest team for them to beat. They learnt that their youngsters can stand up, which is a big learning lesson for them. But I think they should also know that the Dogs, whilst they had some in their reserves as far as players being not being fully fit, as in To'o and Cleary, and if they can get full fitness or be close to their best come semi-final time, they're going to be right in it. But I think that the Bulldogs would have taught them a lesson that everything they threw at us, we sorted it out. They couldn't score. They should have scored. We repelled them, which shows that we were desperate as well and primed for that game. And let's be honest, we had a fitness edge on them. So I will talk about in the review where I think the lessons are learnt from us. I'm going to talk a lot about the narratives coming from Fox Sports particularly, and how that's translating into our fan base. And let's be honest, every time we lose, we need to try and work out why. And we want to simplify it down to one main thing, or a couple of things, or a drop ball here, or who did the wrong thing there, or the coach got the wrong selection here. And all the naysayers pop up, as they always do. But that's all right. It's all part of the drama. It's all part of the theatre, and that's why I'm here to give an alternate view. But yeah, look out for it, because I will be talking about why we're in a much better position than we were. To expect a couple of losses on the horizon, as I think most people would. And we'll have an early look into next week's game, because we could be down quite a few Origin players with the injuries coming out. And hopefully, if Kalen Ponga is ruled out of Origin, I really hope that Reece Walsh gets put in, because while the game to nullify him, he would be very confident going in against us, missing all of our stars, and his confidence is infectious. But anyway, we can't be fearful of what we see. The Dogs are going to go out there and play for 80 minutes and do their best no matter who they play. Under any conditions, and win or lose, they're going to try and make us proud. And that's what I love about our team and our club and the way they're going about things. So tune in when I do the I don't know if it'll be live or if it'll be a video, but it will come tonight, I'm pretty sure, unless something goes wrong today. But just wanted to say hello, because I've been asked for my thoughts on things, and I've had to, type way too many bloody letters on Facebook groups and Instagram and stuff, because just people losing their minds. And I honestly believe, just as a final thought for you to think about, the defence in that game, I believe both those sides defeat any of the grand finalist sides over the last 5 years. I can't believe the ferocity in defence for a mid-season game on a Thursday night in a stadium that's not even packed out, basically a neutral stadium. And like the defensive stuff I saw in that game went to levels that I haven't seen in grand finals in Penrith's dynasty. And like, whilst they had more experienced players and whatever else at different times, and they had Critter in their team and whatever else, it's hard to compare. But look, I'll stack that game up against some of the best games that I've seen. And to know that we should have won that game, and if we got the bounce of the ball in a few different times, and if the mindset of the Edge changed a little bit for maybe 4 or 5 sets, maybe the result changes. But Canterbury know that they can mix it with Penrith, and that's the main thing. And that's the important thing. So thanks for saying hello, guys. If you have, if not, that's okay. Oh, here we go. Can you grab the camera for a Lamar Jackson edit? I don't know who that is, but hello. Up the doggies. Yeah, I'm not going to... Look, guys, I think be very careful with your Galvin and Sexton and Marnie stuff. This is exactly what they want. This is exactly what they want, and what they want is what you look at. You've got to remember that. There's a reason Rupert Murdoch has been thanked by the richest people in the world for influencing decisions and what people see and don't see in our world for the last 60 years. And it goes all the way from sport to politics and whatever else. What I advise people to do is to focus on, try and think about what the coach is thinking about. And if you can do that, you might see things a little bit differently to what the media are talking about. But one thing I know, we made some mistakes, and we are far from the finished product. We are far from the best 17 that we can have on the field. And I think the next 10 weeks is all about making sure that when we get to that semi-final, we are tuned to the absolute minute, and the best 17 players are available. Essentially, the best 20 to 23 players are available and ready to go, to give our fans an opportunity to see the Bulldogs go as far as they can in this competition. And not only just get there and and lose a game, but get there and bloody and look like a side that's going to be very, very hard to beat whoever they play. And I have no doubts that that's exactly where we're headed. And keep the faith, guys. It's important to rest players. It's important to manage the players. And, you know, analysing games is always fun. And every game is different. And trying to assess the energy that's being used in a game is something that's very, very important when it comes to interchanges. But anyway, there's lots to talk about. I've heard pretty much every opinion out there over the last couple of days, and I'm looking forward to giving my alternate views. And some views will align, believe me, but we will be better for that loss. And I think there's a lot we can take out of it. You know, all I can say is that our team, our coach, our captain, our club, our board, our CEO, all the staff, they are all fucking magnificent. And they all deserve every success. All the sponsors that have joined the Bulldogs. I'm just rambling now. But just think about where we've come from. Forget about the glory days. They're gone. We had to start again. We had to knock our house down and rebuild it. You know, this is nothing to do with the past and everything to do with the future. And we are far from where we want to be. And to be sitting second on the table after, 17 rounds? That's pretty bloody good, if you ask me, when, in my opinion, we are so far away from where our club wants to be. And we're just taking all the right steps to get there. It's just an amazing journey we're on. And it's going to have a few more ups and downs. But the destination is going to be fucking glorious. So keep your heads up, keep the faith, and I'll see you for the review. I'm going good, Darshan. Yeah, I know, Brian, it's ridiculous. Look, I'll talk in the review. Look, some of the stuff that's been talked about, there is some potential truth around it, right? And you've also got to understand that the coach is very, very good at taking control of the media narrative, and just like the coach is doing a very, very good job. And I would listen to him a lot more, even though like there's times where he's just lying through his teeth. He'll say that there was the plan to use Lachlan Galvin is in many capacities, whatever's required. He's lying about that. He knew that he was going to replace him with he was going to replace Marnie, and Sexton was going to move to hooker. Like, he knew that, and I've got no problem with it. Absolutely none at all. I think the timing though is where the learnings happen, and having the team understand that just because Galvin comes on doesn't mean that the left and right edge can throw miracle passes from their own end and expect they're all going to come off, especially in a game like that. So, look, I think sometimes you can pull the trigger too early and it can cost you a lot of momentum. I've talked numerous times about, when a Reed Marnie has he's gone for a 40-20 and it's been a great kick, and then all of a sudden the next 5 games he's tried to do it multiple times and actually put us under field position pressure because of it, when especially times where we've been under the pump and fought our way back. That sort of stuff is so important. When do you pull the trigger and how? And I think we just got that wrong. That's all. As a mindset of the team, I felt the players involved, Reed, Toby, and Lachlan, everything they did, in my opinion, was good enough for us to go on and win that game. And I thought Reed was very special in his first, in his 52 minutes or whatever it was. But there's also stuff with the energy of Reed that I've got to talk about, and the way our guys defended in the face of a 3-second average play the ball, which is like lightning quick from when a player's called held. But there's also a lot of deception in that figure as well. So just some stuff I want to sort of let you know about, because where the stats are lying to you and where the stats can create narratives that mislead what's actually happening. Anyway, guys, great to say hello this morning, and I look forward to chatting to you all soon. Should have taken the 2, probably, but guess what? I don't think they care. Really, like, in my opinion, it's one of those things. Should have taken the 2, didn't take the 2. End of story. End of the story. End of discussion. Did it cost us the game? Don't know. Don't know if he kicks it. We don't know. We can speculate all we want. It's when people come out and say in absolutes, this is why we lost, this is why we won, this is why we lost, and try and blame moments and people on an 80-minute game. That's when we run into trouble. And that's where there's a few crazy people in every fan base that have access to weapons, and that's what scares me. So that's why I'm always careful with narratives that are out there. And even me myself, sometimes I'm out here doing my job, and I've met a few people who have actually listened to the podcast and have seen the videos and stuff. Now, I've been lucky that everyone's been great, and this is up in Queensland, right? Not even in Bulldog area. But I'm hoping one day I don't meet someone that I've, told to piss off because they've been an absolute cock towards our team, our players, or if there are other fans that jump on and say shit. But that's the risk we run, right? Anyway, be good to each other. Have a wonderful Saturday. And if you can't get enough Bulldogs, jump on tonight and watch the video and all that sort of shit. Have a good day, guys. I love talking to you, and we will talk again. Yeah, there we go. See, we've all got opinions. Look, I'm going to give you all these in the review. I predicted we would win that game 32-6, and I was still confident of that with 30 minutes to go. So I've got a lot to talk about. See you guys. Thanks for joining, and have a wonderful Saturday. And you'll see something tonight. Not sure if it'll be live or not. That'll depend on how well this day goes today. But God, it's getting hot. I need to put my aircon on. Too much hot air in my car. I wonder why that's happening. See you guys. Go the Dogs.